Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Seahawks coming in at 3-3, going up against the Texans, who come in at 4-2.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again is Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Watson looks to throw again. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Again, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The play clock's running down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, Taylor. And this one's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Taylor on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Completes it to Dixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, this is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback, now 2 first-half interception.
And you do expect it, but I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
36. Ohio.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right around the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And he's got some space here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jerron Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL
And the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. There he goes inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense has it first and 10.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Novak's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Dallas. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ohio! 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 Let's go! Brand 38! Brand Ohio! Ohio!
Taylor. This is Johnson. He's got it. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to rifle one. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. He spins free. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now it's Watson, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go! 38! 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Taylor. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Play clock winding down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to throw, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, it's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Foreman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game. But it won't alter the final score.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Buying time to his left. Bust through the tackle. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Carlos Watkins in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Ohio.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Room here to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. First and 10, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play action, now Taylor. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second and goal to go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So they tried runs on first and goal and second and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.